Right. The first poem is called Pack Mule, and because this is a reading, as that is a reading, or you're hearing it orally, those of you who don't know already might want to know that this was written for a workshop that called for poems about the body, because that's not actually going to be in here. Pack Mule. Considering how far we've come together, I should have learned by now how to handle her. There's no other animal I treat like this. I've belaboured her with sticks, pelted her with carrots, shouted at her, shouted. What ridiculous ears, what an embarrassing bray. How entirely unlike a horse. No wonder she kicks me so hard, enough to rupture the spleen sometimes. Sometimes I remember to pat her, groom her, whisper my apology for the ugliness, the one inside. She flicks her tail, knows I'll soon be yelling again. And yet, the places we've been, when our legs give out, we'll still crawl on together, on our ribs, on our belly, to another horizon. As you see, as far as sense of place goes, this is about going places, not a particular place, but just going places, and I think that's a feature of the other two as well. So this one is about a real nightmare I had, and there's a line in it that says, the metaphor is fairly obvious. And then someone told me, in fact, the metaphor wasn't. So maybe I should say that sometimes, you know, life just feels as if you were being run over like a bus, and maybe that's happened to you. Okay, so this one's called I Don't Usually Remember My Dreams. I dreamed last night. I was a member of a Stone Age tribe who saw a storm approaching and found themselves suddenly in the middle of a 6-lane highway. The metaphor is fairly obvious, but the moment when the clouds tore open and I saw all that traffic rolling towards us, an intricate avalanche of death, was sort of spectacular. Yeah. And the third one, I can't really introduce because I don't know how to explain it, so you'll just have to go with it. If it takes a long time, I promised you I would find you in a place remote from fears. But wherever I went, I just found you shivering at my back. I promised you I would find you in a world so far from tears, but however far I walk, over mountains, through rain, across the ice, I only find you behind me, a shadow, wavering at my back. Thank you.